Okay, so the next thing we're going to be looking at, if you haven't seen our other reviews of the recently dropped Wheel of Time promotional material, is there was a really dope Shadowspawn teaser trailer. Teaser. It's a teaser. It's like 10
It's a
seconds
little,
long.
it's a little
But it's
taste.
a little taste of what the Shadowspawn are going to look like. So let's drop in and take a nice fat look-see.
Armies of Trollocs and Fades, 1,000,000 strong, will wash across the land, killing and eating every person they find.
And you can't outrun a Fade.
That is true. You cannot outrun a Fade.
Because they walk in the shadow.
Okay, so let's take a look at this.
Couple of things. Buff-looking Trollocs. Like...
I'm aroused. I'm aroused by those Trollocs, and that is a problem.
Trolloc nipples.
They legit just look like Beauty and the Beast. Like Dan Stevens' version from the live action. Like, that's absolutely what it looks like.
But you can absolutely
So
guarantee that these ones do not turn into humans. Which makes it even more erotic.
I didn't want Beast to turn into a human. I wanted him to stay a beast. I just wanted him to embrace his humanity while still, you know,
being bestial.
Yeah. She sounds like out of breath. But okay, so I don't like that line though. I don't like the they will kill and eat everybody they find, because it just sounds a little bit hokey. Like, they're gonna eat you.
They're gonna eat
They're
you.
gonna eat you. I'm gonna bite those fat little legs. Like, that's what I feel like it says. Just like, I would much rather be like killed and eaten than like tortured.
But Trollocs do like
IDK.
to play with their food. That isn't.
I know, but I just think the name, like, that should have been like a dainty that was saved. Like, you just come across somebody and then find like a person in a cook pot and be like, oh god, they eat them.
Yeah.
But it's like, of course they eat them. They're basically like wild animals. Yeah. And I don't know. I think the line was a little bit hokey, but
is okay as from a book fan standpoint. It's awesome to see the Shadowspawn. We've been wanting to see a really good look at the Shadowspawn. But having said that, I kind of liked that the trailer kind of didn't give too much away and kind of kept them hidden a bit, because it is that horror movie situation, you know. The guy,
you wanted them to be scary.
The guy in the mask is scarier because you don't know who he is, but when you unmask him, it's, you know, it's Scooby-Doo. Oh, Shaggy?
Yeah.
You know, like, it was all Matt Withers all along.
Instead of being a ghost.
Yeah.
Instead of being a ghost, you're just a racist. Okay, that's fine.
Exactly. But it was scarier before you unveiled it. And in unveiling it, you've taken away some of that element of fear. But I suppose it depends on who this is aimed at. If this isn't promotional material that they're like, oh, you know, we're sharing this out there on Amazon Prime for people to look at, this is just like for you guys to enjoy while you're waiting for the show, then that's fine, because we know.
I wanted them to keep being secret though. Like, even though I know what they look like and I know what they do, like, I wanted that to be a nice surprise. So I don't know. I am excited though, because I think it looked really metal, and I think it's very easy to make a man bear pig look very cartoonish. And so I think they have done a good job in what we can see of making man bear pig look scary instead of like man bear pig.
My criticism is not of the clip itself. The clip's awesome. I think it looks great. They all look great. It's just, I didn't want to see it yet. That's what it is.
They shot their wad prematurely.
Yeah.
I think they could have waited.
Yeah.
The Murdral is gorgeous. I love the Murdral. I love the, like, that's what I look like in the morning. Just that, like, it's so creepy. It reminds me of like a lamprey.
Yes.
You know, like when you look at that, I love that. It's so just disconcerting. That's what it's supposed to be. That's what a fade is supposed to look like. I don't like just the Gollum look. I like the very much, this is unworldly. Yeah, it's still an orgasm. It's just a premature orgasm.
Yeah, it just, you know. Oh, can we just talk about that, like, side profile of Daniel Henney? Like, fucking 7 seconds, because...
all day.
Like, seriously. This man is... I was so concerned that they were not going to be able to make this, like, really pretty guy look a bit lannish. Roughish.
Weather beaten.
Yeah. Well, shut me up, because
I agree.
I'm still mad at Maureen's wig.
It's
the hairline.
It could be better. It's the hairline. Like, this is the hairline. This is a crappy Widow's Peak hairline where the lace is rubbed in. Just kidding. It's not a wig. It's my real hair. I don't wear wigs.
But that line is just too, you know, hairlines look like this, like, you know, they have like wispy bits and...
Yeah, she's got to flip out some of the baby
hairs and you know, we have like...
Just tend to your lace. That is some clockable lace.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's what it is, because, you know, like, Game of Thrones ended up spending like a lot of money on wigs and like wig people, so maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just like not in the budget yet, but like
they didn't realize that they would have a bunch of people watching this, 2 people watching this, who are really interested in wigs looking good.
Do you know how many like drag videos we watch on how to properly fix your lace front wig? Like, seriously.
Or how to make, if you have to get a shitty shake and go wig, how to make it look good.
These are directions we do not follow ourselves. But then we are not a $1 billion fucking company with $1 million show, you know.
Anyway, that's our rant on wigs. That is what you're here for. We're not going to lie about it anymore and pretend that this is anything other than what it is. Us clocking terrible wigs on Game of Thrones and Wheel of Time.
We are getting some like serious shots of Trollocs breaking into buildings in the Two Rivers. And I just like that we're seeing these shots in the Two Rivers. We're gonna see the Trollocs actually like fucking killing.
Yeah, because we don't get to see that in
it's
the
very
book.
off camera. A lot of the like major violence or major stuff is kind of like fade to black. Don't fade to black. I want to see this shit. I'm a fucked up individual.
I want to see sex and violence.
You know, I grew up playing way too many video games. I have been spoiled by Game of Thrones on HBO and all the violence and nudity. I want it to be a little bit more shocking in places.
Well, that's the thing. Like, when you're writing, you don't write and explain all those things. It makes it scarier. It gives you that veil. And people are going to use their imaginations. But when you're watching a show, that's when you can, like, act it out.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean, you kind of have to do that. Because them walking in on, like, chaos, you're like, what the fuck happened? Like, movie people and show people aren't going to be that creative.
Yeah. Well,
it's okay.
With this in mind, we may as well talk about the poster that came out, because it kind of relates to this Shadowspawn clip. We have this brand new poster. There was this whole puzzle of time thingy. We got sent a bit of puzzle at Water and Shade. We exist, guys. We're on the map.
Yeah, they called us. They're like, hey, you're influencers. You want some of this random shit that you don't know what's going on? And they sent us a puzzle.
Yeah.
And we were like, cool, a puzzle.
So we put it on TikTok. Because no one said we couldn't fucking put it on TikTok. Apparently it pissed people off that we put it on TikTok. But I don't give a fuck. No one said we couldn't put it on TikTok.
If you were collecting puzzle pieces and you were missing one, guess what? It was us.
I was also at the dentist, so it took time. Sorry about it.
You have to reach out and be more interested in the varieties of terrible, terrible content creation, because we are here. We're queer. We're very tired. And we like Wheel of Time. That's our new tagline. We're here, we're queer, we're very tired.
And we like Wheel of Time. I love this poster.
This is the poster that we were supposed to be given.
I don't know what that thing last week was. And
yeah, that like terrible fucking like let's be silly and play on Procreate for 15 minutes, which I could have done better shit than that, and I'm working on it.
Well, if you want to hear us talk about our thoughts on that poster, head on over to our Patreon. You can watch the full show. It's like 20 minutes long. You can.
We have a lot of opinions.
Yeah, it's the best $3 you're gonna spend this month. Trust me, because it's freaking hilarious. But yeah, we really did go to town on that poster. It was bad, and it was real bad. I kind of feel like them releasing this one is them acknowledging that it was bad.
Yes, thank you guys. This is what we deserve. This is what we've been waiting for. Like even that like the stills were great.
And do you notice
and, like the Moraine one was great?
Do you notice that the logo
wanted.
Actually doesn't look like it's just been slapped over the top? It looks a part of the poster.
Yes.
And that was such a critique I had of that other one, is that fucking logo did not work with the color scheme that you chose for that other poster. It was ridiculous. No. I like this. Look at that fucking dead Trolloc. Moraine holding it.
She is so metal. She's got hump hair. Lan's like, hold on, there might be more. Moraine's like, don't worry, babe, I got it.
It is like, so, it gives me those kind of like Xena vibes. Like just total badass.
That is how you rock an Ann Taylor pantsuit.
Yeah.
Bitch. This is a poster that I would put in my home. And I am an adult woman, and I do not put posters in my home.
No, you would frame that and hang it up in your hallway. And that's exactly what I'm gonna fucking do with this fucking poster. I am gonna hang that everywhere, and people are gonna come into my house and be like, what's that? And I'm gonna be like, well, thanks for asking.
It's very important.
Thank you for asking. Take a seat.
Have you heard about our Lord and Savior, Moraine Damodred?
This is how you do drag. This is spectacular.
Yes.
I have nothing but praise for this. It doesn't look...
There is a story here. She is telling a story. I see the weaves down at the bottom. I see that dead fucking Trolloc that she's got by the hair. I see Lan. I see the burning Wine Spring Inn. And the shadows coming. And the... Did you notice this? I literally just noticed this, but the siding and
the clouds. I was just gonna say,
the clouds make.
I'm not a massive fan of that first poster with the Waygate. I'm not a massive fan.
Yeah,
it's okay, but I'm not a massive fan of it. I would rather this be on a book cover, this one, because this is book cover worthy. But that one I'm not a massive fan of. But I at least appreciate that this poster and that poster look connected. The way they've got the weaves on the bottom, the way they've got the clouds on the top, they look like the same show.
So this was the poster that came out of all of those puzzle pieces that you saw floating around.
Yeah, we had a bit of that roof, I think, somewhere.
And so a lot of people probably had a couple missing pieces, and it was probably because you don't follow Water and Shade, or you don't follow Weaves of the Wheel, or both.
We had a few. As a group. We had a few pieces. We had
like as a collective, like people within our kind of inner circle, we all got a little smattering. Yeah. So it was definitely worth it, and that was a fun little activity to get something really exciting.
I just thought it was very nice to include. It included so many people in the fandom. It was very engaging. In some aspects, I felt a little bit concerned that there were a lot of people that were like really left out. And I hope that they do something else that maybe includes them at some point. That's my nice side.
Yeah, there's a lot of content creators out there that really make some good stuff.
Not just content creators. Like I just think people in general. I just think people in general.
People who like it and appreciate it. And you don't have to make a YouTube show. You can just make dumb TikToks that are funny, and
you can just be a fan. You can just be a fan.
You can just
who
be
talks
a fan.
About it.
You can make
because even just
whatever you want.
Even just talking about it,
wonderful.
Posting about it, sharing stuff about it. That's what promotes the show. Everyone's doing their bit.
Yeah.
And Yeah. I'm gonna drink some more.
And then it's
I'm
going
gonna
to
drink
be
some
really
more
big,
wine
we'll be
and
a part of
save
it.
this fucking poster as my screensaver on everything because it's gorgeous.
Agreed.
It's gorgeous.
I love it so much. I love everything about this one.
It's beautiful.
So, I don't think we have anything more to say about the Shadowspawn or that beautiful poster.
Yeah.
So we can sign it off, and until next time, may you always find all of the water and shade. Goodbye.
Bye-bye!